I'm climbing for 10 years now, so I still have some things to learn, but I'm learning the most when I'm not abroad, but um, in other climbing gym. When I'm in front of
Hmm.
unfaced situation, new situation, because when you are in competition in a route that that you don't know, so every time uh, you have to adapt yourself very fast, very quickly. You have to find a solution. So by 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 going in other gym, you are always in this kind of situation. So for me, it's the best way to train.
So you must be very happy now in Japan, which is a completely new environment for you.
Yes,
Maybe even as a
yes,
different approach. Everything is new
yes,
challenges.
yes, yes.
Steve.
But the thing is, for now, I'm just pretty sad because I only met Boulder Gym, and I hate
Oh,
bouldering.
you hate bouldering.
Definitely.
So you prefer to always do leading, like
Oh
with the
yes,
rope,
yes, yes,
very long
yes,
walls.
yes, yes. Very, very, very high walls, very long rope, and yeah, climbing. I hate bouldering. Yes, for me, it's kind of yeah. It's not. Yeah, I don't like it really, really.
What
For
don't you
me,
like about
I
it?
because I think for amputee leg people, it's not funny because most of the boulder which are really exciting to do for two leg people is like a run and jump and like equilibrium stuff. We cannot do this. So when I arrive in a climbing gym, in a boulder gym, I know that at least the half of the route I will not be able to even start or to try because of because of my disability. It's hard to know, and yeah, sometimes it's really hard to accept it, uh, and yeah, yeah. Depending on my mood, but sometimes I just finish a training session in a boulder gym by crying because I cannot at this time I cannot really accept my disability. It's like okay,
Even
you
today, you
cannot.
feel that.
Yes, sometimes yes. If I come in a really bad mood and with really, I mean, yes, some bad stuff from job, you arrive here, you face trouble with really normally really easy routes, but not for you. It's really hard or even
Yeah, yeah,
impossible.
yeah.
Then you face your disability in front of you. You have it, and nobody can help you. And wow, sometimes it's really violent, so I hate it. I really hate it. And just
Yeah,
one
yeah.
last thing. Um, I like climbing because it's really for myself. It's a way to be really creative. Of course, the route setter are setting routes to do it in only one way, or there is not a lot of way. But with climbing with a disability, you are kind of a creator, and you you find another way always another way than the one for which it was set up. But
Even in the case
for me,
of paraclimbing, because correct me if I'm wrong, but
yes,
to my understanding, the route
yes,
setters of paraclimbing competition, they know that it's the
uh-huh,
route setting for, so they're just creating the problems for
yes,
your
yes,
disability, or
agree,
are the routes shared between different disabilities also?
yes, yes. At least yes, in paraclimbing, compared to normal, not without disability climbing,
Yeah, let's
at least
okay.
we
I was
we
wondering, I was trying to say normal, but I don't know if normal
normal.
is kind of offensive
Yeah,
because it's
we are
calling you a
normal.
normal.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
if I'm normal
let's
or
say
not. No,
regular
it's
climbing.
another it's another discussion maybe. But okay,
Okay,
so
let's
for
say
normal
regular
climbing,
climbing. Then
regular. Okay, paraclimbing. When we arrive to in a paraclimbing competition, at least we know that it's possible for us, for the people, for our category. We know that at least there is one solution. But I can tell you that if you are looking at the video from, I think from this year, it was not from Innsbruck, I can tell you that I topped the final route. I think not in the way for which the route was setting for. I mean, I took I just scratch 2 footholds to go to the top. So
two
I mean,
footholds with one leg,
yes, yes, yes,
one
yes.
leg and one stump. Two
No,
footholds.
no. 2 foot hold. No, for the hands, with the hands. I
Oh,
took
oh,
2 foot
oh, I
hold
see.
so it was not set up like this. So yes, I'm a really creative people.
You're just
And
way too strong. Way too strong people.
yeah, but I just
It's
so
not
I just
supposed to use your hands on footholds.
no,
That's
I know,
not
I know,
human
but
strength.
I don't know. But so, and here it is. I mean, by leading in lead climbing, you can always find a way to another way, and you can adapt yourself. But by bouldering, it's not the case. By bouldering, you have one big hole. You just have to jump and to grab it and go to the top. Yes,
Do you
okay.
think that it will
But
be sorry, sorry.
but if you cannot jump, what happened? There is nothing, no other solution. So it's boring.
But it seems to me that you don't like it because you don't think it's set accordingly to your
Yeah,
circumstances. Do you think that if
definitely.
like someone was route setting a boulder problem just for people with not win
Mhm.
without a leg, do you think that it could be made more
Sure,
interesting for you? If you knew that
definitely.
you could do it, it was designed for you to be able to
Sure.
do it, even though it's challenging and even though it has a jump
Mhm.
or anything.
Definitely. At least there was only one boulder competition for paraclimbing. It was in 2012. I was not climbing. I was just starting. It was a few months ago, a few months before I start. But there was only one, and the thing is, that it was not repeated again because of security, safety stuff. We need to be even if it was a boulder competition, we have to be um, linked
Roped.
with a rope roped.
Yes.
So yeah, it was quite hard to arrange it. But yes, of course, if someone want to make a paraclimbing competition by or bouldering, yes, I would be happy to take part of it. And yes, of course, you're right. You point a right thing. The thing is, when I'm facing trouble, with a boulder, I the, the, I have no clue about if it's just because I'm not strong enough, or if it's impossible because of my disability. Still is a question. The question is still here. It's just about you. I have to try more. Okay, then let's do, and
I see.
I will get it. Or if no, you don't have to train a lot for it because it is not possible. It's written somewhere. Where? Just tell me where. But
This
so
isn't that going back to the same of what you heard when you joined the gym for the first time? These people were telling you it's impossible, and then you show them it's not impossible, and you
it's
can
not.
succeed. And in the
I,
in this case, it seems to me to be a bit of the same. Hearing you
yes.
say it's actually very interesting because don't when I fail at doing something in a boulder, I just think I'm too weak, but I never think it's impossible for me. And it's very interesting that you think about that. But at the same time, what even if you think that it is impossible, it might not be impossible if you improve. Because as you show, like the way you use your stump, you make the impossible look possible.
Yeah, but not everything. That's the problem. I mean, when I feel that it's a problem of strength, if I'm feeling so weak, then I will never tell you it's impossible. It's just about, okay, I'm too weak now. Let's see. We will
Okay.
meet again. But sometimes it's just like, I'm sorry, I cannot adapt myself. I'm feeling so um, uh, 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 the
It's
name
like
in
out
English.
of balance. So it's those kind of problems that you
Balance.
need the
I
balance, you
have,
need to compensate and like lock the
yes,
door
yes.
to prevent
I'm
opening.
too
Okay.
much unbalanced to feel not comfortable, but to be able to engage the next move. So yes, sometimes it's like this. And of course, one guy with 2 legs will show you how to make it. Yes, but with only one leg,
I see.
it's completely different. So yes, sometimes it's i- i- of course, I recognize. I still have to train even stronger and stronger and stronger. No problem, I can do it. But it is not sometimes enough. Not always.
Yes, I
So
understand. Yeah, you are right. Sometimes it's just a technical thing. And sometimes you really need a
technicals
support there, or you need a
and
long support there.
long support or just balance or just to
Yeah.
yeah and in front of this boulder, it's make me really, really, sometimes really angry, sometimes really sad, because it's your disability. And here you have to, at this moment, you have to accept it. And it's really hard to know that, to for me, there is, yeah, it's the only, only, only kind of situation on which it's still hard to accept my disability, because yes, at this time, even if you train a lot and do it again and again and again, no, sorry, but it will not be possible.